fight it, baby, I will never let you go. Even if you fight it, baby, I will never let you go. Even if you fight it, baby, I will never let you go. Even if you fight it, baby, I will never let you out of my hands. Let you out of my hands. Let you out of my love for you. My love for you. My hands. Let you out of my hands. Let you out of my love for you. My love for you.
Independent on instruments, music industry sensitive. Usually on my pensive shit, sometimes too intense with it. Straight cash, hit a liquid spit. Scrolling ticket, prick, burn fast like wicked. Straight liquor. On the rocks, cool it off. Smooth my vocal cords, rolling through pinheads like bowling balls. No adults get broken jaws. If you were really omniscient, you would change the way you live. And that's a given.
Lasst mich euch anschauen. Ha! Jämmerlich. Für dunkle Waldläufer hat es wohl nicht gereicht. Na gut, ihr müsst genügen. Champions der Horde. Wir sind auf einer schäbigen kleinen Insel vor der Küste von Federlast auf Absicht gekommen. Sichert sie im Namen der Dunklen aus den euer Auftrag hier, sammelt so viel Azerit ein, wie ihr könnt und lasst nichts für die Allianz zurück.
Nova Gang.
Slow Silver 03.
Fly way too loud, nowhere else to go. Far away from home. Got white like cocoa, white no snow. Come on, vaguely red, loaded on my bed. I don't know why, kicking on a mess. This is what I wanna go, what I wanna stay. I'm on a time now, it's on to the lockdown. Bitch, you let the doors out, summer, summer black. Sleep through the night, only time, give me low now. When I'm passing back and I catch a yelling touchdown. Paper, rolling papers. Rolling right on my sweater. You're a creep, you just chasing it.
Slow Silver
But
03.
that fucker's hate inside the basement. It seems like the cool guys are the special ones. Never backspace my life, I care about everyone. I say it every month, but never keep it up. I always put some fucking work in just to give it up. They ask if I care, but I don't care at all. Wanna put my fist inside this fucking wall. Don't got a lot of time, my patience really small. You can catch me 2 a.m. walking around the mall. And you can kill me if you want to. And if you hate me, then just fuck you. It isn't like I ever knew you. I'd rather die than fucking trust you. Cause all my days have been minimized. I'm only certain that I'm gonna die. I live my life like I'm not civilized. Can't live in peace, I'm always criticized. How can you honestly tell me I'm not your fucking pride? I'd rather break my fucking skin and close my fucking eyes. You never really felt this way, but can I be surprised? You would really make it bigger if I just tell my lies. Really lately I forgot my fucking purpose. You would like it if I spit up and I swerved it. You would like it if I flip up on this fucking bridge. I don't wanna live, that's just how it is. Screaming out for help, getting hard to breathe. I can't see the sun, you know I cannot see. Bleeding on these eyes, bleeding on my teeth. Lying at your face, so you're dead to me. Got no plan, got nowhere to run. Walking outside, staring at the sun. Lost all my joy, nothing ever fun. No one to talk to, not anyone. Don't look at me. I'll make you bleed. I don't wanna know. I'm sick of this shit about me. Talking how far, I'll make you scream. Right. All over the fucking club. All over the fucking club. I'm getting out, please help me. No, shut up. They talk so much, like that they curse. Me and Willie on your back. Every day, take the chance, share rights, and I never go back. 100, put them all in the bank. Can't fuck with me. I twist up my scene. Black with a beam. Wrong world, that's my team. So silver. I'm a widow, I'm a queen, I'm a glance. Talking about some right. Okay. That's all they gonna fucking see. When I hit 'em with I beam, then I throw 'em in the stream. Hi, what's up? Lately I've been fucked up, I've been high and drunk. My therapist told me that I should lighten up. My family doesn't trust me cause I lied to them. And like all these fucking problems, they've been piling up. Yeah, my phone on do not disturb. So if you keep testing me to browse, you won't get it worse. My stats keep on getting better, your stats keep on getting worse. All I do is dirty stuff cause I know that you're fucking us. I'd rather die than spend one moment with you. Bitch, I've had enough, running round in circles, fuck you. Lately feeling wired, powder tearing up my nose too. Wellesley lost her mind, Russian roulette in the bathroom. Flex on your bitch, sipping wrapped around my wrist. I'm the messenger, I'm here to tell you you ain't really shit. This that good and Nova tip, and you can't ever get in. Giving up on all these rodents, rather glow up with my click, yeah. Way on my element, I'm so lost. I gotta keep it together at all costs. Just pointing to my hate. a double-decker bus right into the sun to die by your side. Oh, I spit on your great fucking twice. You let your girlfriend fight your fights. I'm not surprised, I got dirty in the ice tray, I can never lie. Now she grabbing on my jacket, she telling me she's shy. I know she kept, I saw her with another guy. I was never nice, and now I'm an asshole, it's your fault. 10 toes on the ground in the asphalt, waiting for tide to fall. I had to sit on the bleachers, wasn't my time to ball. And when I try to make a song, I always slip and fall. It's not my fault that I don't know none of this shit at all. I guess it's time to fix my body with the medical. Lots of time in signal drops, I couldn't be upset at all.
Slow Silver 03.
Hi, Dofa.
I put my fingers down on a spinning globe. And landing on the corner you call home. Even if you fight it, baby, I will never let you go. Even if you fight it, baby, I will never let you go. Even if
of a dope, can't remember him, no. Every word that I spoke, mic cinders and smoke. Henny and coke, smooth vocal. Correct division like bifocal. Smoke 2 joints, turned on that Roku. Penny soaked through when I struck through on the soul groove. Sharon totem pole if she got some goals. Broken molds left in my wake. Innovate, incinerate, penetrate past the beginner space. Old chicks playing games on my phone. Shit is getting old like the cops putting holes in my folks. Sitting smoke, think about ways to give them hope. Witness more death than creation on every station. Intelligence is anticipation. Everything changes regardless of gender or races. And any racist trying to erase us, you wasting your time. We all connected to the same vine. Animals of the same kind can change gears when we face fears. Only a few peers, maybe I'm too weird. People perfecting vanity, only playing insanity. Searching for more humanity, more than plaques on the mantelpiece. Learn more from the actual street than any other faculty. From every angle tackling. Watch how to challenge me, can't play the games they handed me. Independent on instruments, music industry sensitive. Usually on my pensive shit, sometimes too intense with it. Straight cash shit, a liquid spit. Scrolling ticket, quick burn fast like wicked, straight liquor. On the rocks, cool it off, soothe my vocal cords, rolling through pinheads like bowling balls. No adults get broken jaws. If you were really omniscient, you would change the way you live. And that's a given.
How'd you get so far away?
Ihr gehört unter die Erde. Ihr gehört unter die Erde.
Ihr werdet wunderbar.
Blitzschlag!
Ihr gehört unter die Erde. Zerschmettert! Die Erde öffnet sich!
Flammender Stahl versenkt euer Fleisch.
Ihr gehört unter die Erde!
Sterbt! Entartungen!
Ihr gehört unter die Erde!
Blitzschlag! Säubere!
Ihr gehört unter die Erde! Die Erde!
Ihr wart der Herausforderung nicht gefasst.
Ich werde euch läutern. Perfekt. Kommt, Schwester. Unsere Herrin wartet.
Schauen wir mal, was ich für euch habe.
From a good friend of mine,
No way.
Iron Mouse, who said that she would love a cinema roll gift.
Yeah.
And so I got the biggest one in the entire store for her. So this is for Iron Mouse, this is for you. This is your cinema roll, very big.
Yeah.
Biggest one in the entire place.
Yeah, I was gonna get this, but then I saw you'd already won it, and I thought, well,
Can't be biting all my
I don't have to send her two.
Right. Because
So-
she already got one from me, a good friend.
What are you trying to win here with this? What are you?
Nothing. I'm not trying to win anything.
I won a giant, because the Superman movie was coming out, a giant toad.
What are you, a marketing executive?
Why?
Are you selling the movie to people right now? What's going on?
So you don't have.
No, I don't have a mushroom.
So you don't have head.
So no head.
So no head. Isn't this cute?
It is cute.
Nice.
I walked by it, I was like, this is fun. But they have these all over the States.
You probably felt that like you failed on this one, and you don't want to go for another round object that would give you a lot of trouble. This is the baby one, right? Like,
These are goated items.
yeah, these are like little baby items.
No, these
Little
are
baby,
goated,
little goo
beautiful
gaga.
items. All right, let me show you my next one.
Okay.
Keropi.
So my mind's supposed to be blown.
It should be blown because this is actually a gift to my friend Saikuno.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I sent him a message. I asked him his favorite character, and he said Keropi. So I got him this, and I won him it, and he's going to receive it when I go home. So this is for you, Saikuno. Worth noting, if you're also a fan of Saikuno, vote for me in the poll.
Next up, I have this very cute cat loaf.
Okay, it's actually kind of cute.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
come on, is that not the cutest
That's
thing?
very cute. Right. Why are you holding him like
I
that?
just want
Stop holding him like that. You're holding it
that's
like
great quality.
you're
Feel
Tom
it.
Brady. I like how, I like him. I like
That's
him.
good. I'm
He's
gonna
a
put
good
these
guy.
down.
Well, next up, classic from the country of Japan, and also a good gift from my good friend Valkyrie, a Shiba Inu, because she has a Shiba Inu herself.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
cute.
So I got her a Shiba Inu to match, actually pretty much the same size. It's almost life size to a Shiba Inu. I reached out to her. I asked her what she would want from the arcade in exchange for maybe her tweeting out the poll. What's up?
You DMing these people?
Oh, did I not tell you? I DM'd every single influencer I knew. I asked them what their favorite anime was. I got an item for them, and then in exchange, they're going to reply to the poll.
Oh, that's
Influencer marketing, yeah, influencer marketing.
Yeah, that's smart.
You might have to figure out a new strategy outside of this Twitter poll thing, because I think I kind of solved it here. What do you got? But maybe your item's big. Maybe your item's juicy enough that your viewers all vote in mass.
I think that you can fight influence with love. Specifically,
Love
love.
Disc?
Everybody's favorite Pokemon.
No.
When I think about Pokemon, I think Love Disc.
Do you?
No.
You know Love Disc notoriously has the lowest base stats of any Pokemon.
It's really bad. But, love.
Right. No, yeah. So that's corny.
It's a 2D plush. Look, because when you do like, oh god, it's horrible.
This looks like you, bro. Sideways with your fat ass sticking out, your dumb ass head.
This is a great plush. Feel the quality. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh god. Where is the stuffing? Like they forgot to fill it.
This is you. So what?
They forgot to fill. I'm just saying, this is a poor plush. That's a nice one.
Yeah, nothing shouts no hose like having a Love Disc.
All right,
plush.
what else do you have then?
I got something real good. You know the streamer Doug raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for otters. So I got this otter plush to give to him in exchange for one simple reply to a Twitter poll.
Wow. How are you gonna fit all this in your suitcase?
I was hoping you could ship it for me.
Oh, so you want me to ship it to the influencers to then vote against me?
Euren letzten Augenblick.
I wouldn't phrase it like that.
I see a bit of a flaw in
No,
this.
I
one.
wouldn't phrase
All right,
it. You're
okay.
phrasing
Well, that's
it
fine.
weird.
But you know what people love and are willing to put more money down for than Odyssey? The best.
Well, I will say I actually like Ampharos because Ampharos has carried a Ludlock for me before. Goated Pokemon.
And very good plush.
It's not a plush.
Is it? What the?
Because like this is like a.
Yeah, because it's cheap. No, not paying royalties out to any auto.
Yeah,
they're paying
you're true.
royalties out to
I'm
a
just saying,
character.
it's just weird that they really didn't cheap out on the Love Disc.
That's really insane, like weirdly great quality.
But nobody's hugging the Love Disc, so they should have done that for the Ampharos.
This should have been twice the size.
Yeah.
Did you see
Here's my next one, and this is from my good pal Slime on the Yard. It is actually a vending machine Kirby.
I didn't realize that's what it was.
And I thought that you could put one can inside of it, and it
would have been way better.
Yeah, it would have been
they-
really cool.
You know, when you say it like that, not
It's
as
so
cute, not as
cute.
cute as the Love Disc. A rat.
You don't like Pokemon this
I
much.
do love Pokemon.
You don't like it this much.
I do.
I
This
know
is
you
cute.
like it, not that much.
I thought it was Raichu, and then I got it, and I realized this isn't Raichu.
You don't even know its name. All right, next up for you, I got something pretty spicy here. Now, the cool thing about this, it cost me 300 yen. This, I feel like, is worth $30. It is a giant plush.
You're just paying for stuffing. That's like 2 cents worth of stuffing.
The stitch job, the dye, okay, Connor.
What even
Connor,
is this?
The
What is this
supplies
from?
alone.
What is this from?
I'm glad you asked. This is a penguin from the same exact universe as Cinnamoroll.
No, no
Yep.
shot.
It's from Sanrio.
What is this shit? This shit weird.
His name's Tuxedo-san. You ask Mouse who this is, Mouse knows. You
No,
ask Saikuno
Mouse.
who this is, Saikuno knows.
Who's this for?
This one's for me, baby.
Yeah?
That's the thing about it, is you gotta do something for you.
Yeah, these are all for me. Oh, this one's definitely for me, because this is just cute.
I just like hugging them. Sometimes I get lonely here in Nippon Death, and I like hugging my Tuxedo-san, just resting up on his bosom.
All right, I'm gonna pick you to the next one.
You don't like Pokemon that much.
I do love Venomoth. This is not, wait. What is it called again?
You don't even
This
know
is
it's
Venomoth.
Venonat.
It's Venonat, right, because Moth is
Oh
obviously the moth.
my god.
And it's sick. It is fluffy.
The only thing I'll grant you is this is the first plush you've brought me that's actually feels good. I've lied about every other one.
Oh, dude, this is sick. I thought this was awesome. And it's nice quality.
Tuxedo-san gaps all 4 of your mons.
No,
They
no.
could fit inside Tuxedo-san.
They could, but
You know what?
I think
Tuxedo-san
that's
reminds me of you.
why?
Why, bro? This little piggy, bro.
Next one. What
This
this
one right
is
here.
this out of here.
All right. Happy to admit that I am done with my plushes. I've moved on from Plush Central. I figure occasionally people don't like plushes.
Yeah, it's true.
This will blow your mind because I know you've been reading.
Okay.
So you tell me who this is.
Oh, that is Rob Rucci.
Rob Lucci from One Piece.
I don't think I've met this fellow yet.
Wait, yes, you definitely have.
What arc does he have?
Water?
Oh, it's this guy? He didn't look this swag in the show.
Yeah, because he was the tiger guy mostly. Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks all right.
It's tight. Here's the thing about Rob Lucci. He's hot, and you know who loves hot guys and One Piece?
Who?
Hassan.
Oh.
So this is a gift
nice.
for Hassan.
So next up, I have a Mudkip. Everybody's favorite starter Pokemon. The goated S tier starter.
I don't want to be mean, bro. You're gonna make me mean.
You know what I remember seeing? I remember seeing you having a hard time trying to get it and maybe giving up.
I did sit at the Mudkip machine for a bit, and then I gave up for 2 reasons. 1, I thought to myself, who wants a f***ing Pokemon? 2, Connor already has this. And then 3, sadly, I wanted to get something for Alpharad, but I failed.
Oh, maybe I should hit him up.
No,
Maybe I should.
don't take my
Alpharad,
strategy.
man.
Don't
Hey,
take
you want a
my
little
strategy.
Mudkip?
That's my strat, bro. Another figure, I think he's one of the baddest in all of anime. The greatest father.
Yeah.
Piccolo. Piccolo's great. Why are you dogging Piccolo?
Can you open this up?
Sure.
It's gonna look like ass, I bet. Why are you doing it like? What do you?
This is a gift. I don't want to ruin my
This is a
gift.
gift.
I'm gonna give it to the baddest MFer I know, because this is the baddest MFer I know. Will Neff.
Oh, okay, he's a big Dragon Ball fan.
I hope so.
It looks so mint.
I feel like it looks fine. Am I crazy?
It looks fine. It doesn't look as good as my stuff. It's not as detailed. All right. Well, I've also had to pay my mouse tax, and I got a Cinema Roll Lolita costume, which is something that Mouse also likes.
Small.
Well, it's small, but quality. Yours is missing half the foam. I couldn't see any in the ears.
Because her ears are floppy. Okay, they're also not
No,
filled.
filled to the
Right.
brim. Filled to the brim. Look at
Yeah.
that. Also cute. Is this not cute?
It
This
is cute.
adorable.
It is cute. One more figure, baby. And this one's the nicest figure. It's
Okay.
actually incredibly nice. It's from Myth,
Yeah.
from Hit Anime.
Chainsaw Man. Oh, my
Oh, what happened to your box there, buddy?
I got this from my good friend Myth.
Okay,
He doesn't
dude.
follow me on Twitter. We're good friends. He
Yeah,
just doesn't
no,
know
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
He doesn't know.
that you're friends.
Yeah, he doesn't know we're
that's
friends.
creepy to say then that you're good friends.
We are
He doesn't
great
know.
friends.
Okay,
He just isn't
for sure.
aware.
Yeah,
So
that-
because I'm going to give him this
Right.
to get his vote.
Pringles.
Oh, you got scammed.
Wait, why? It cost me 500.
You go from there. So take one, yeah, and then 1, and 2, yeah, and oh, that's it.
Wait, this is still not a scam.
Those are like 200 yen each.
I paid 500 for both.
Oh, then yeah, it's not bad. Do you like the cheese flavor?
I've never had it in my life.
Well, we should try. I already know what the cheese ones taste like, so I'm good. No, I'm good.
I insist.
It's
It's rude to refuse.
I will eat one over here.
Why Chikata? It's not very good.
Can you beat a Makima noodle stopper though? I like Makima a lot.
I respect that you put people who abuse their power into glorified positions. Like, I respect that about you.
In anime, I certainly do.
Anime, real life.
Point is, I can now stop my noodles with an abusive power. What do you have? What do you have that can top a noodle stopper?
I have something that tops any item you could bring.
Okay, go.
So, do you think that's your best item?
I wouldn't say so.
Bring to me your best item. Because I don't want to reveal this if you don't have your best.
Everything I have is solid from here on. All right, show me what you got. Okay, what is that?
You don't know?
Open it up.
This is a gacha ball. I paid 1,000 yen for this. The things that could be inside of this are as follows. McDonald's gift card. Starbucks gift card.
Okay.
A Nintendo Switch. Or the new Pokemon game.
Okay.
It could be worth up to 20,000 yen.
Okay. Or there could be garbage inside. You're supposed to give the gachapon back.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You got a keychain. Paid $10 for a keychain. It's a mirror. You got a keychain mirror.
Connor, where's my Nintendo Switch?
No, you spent $10 on a gacha. It's random.
But I thought it had to be one of the prizes on the left.
Oh, you thought it had to be?
Yeah.
Did you actually think that?
Yeah.
No.
Well, look. It's supposed to work like this.
Right. The mirror that for your finger?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. So should we go on to the good prizes? Do you have nothing left?
No, I got a lot back here.
Okay, all right.
I got a lot.
What's better than 2 Chainsaw Man? I don't know, maybe 3 Chainsaw Men?
Q-Poskets suck.
They're not my favorite, but
They remove all personality and charm.
I got this in like $2.
I would say that you should have to be paid to keep a Q-Poskate.
Show me something that you have that's good. They can beat all of this. What the is that? Why did you take the gacha home?
And inside is a treasure of sweets, plus a holding stand for this, which is the stars in the sky. So,
junk.
yummy junk.
Well, you know what's better than 3 Chainsaw Man? Power, the anime figure. That's a good figure as well. That's a nice one.
I like Power.
And I have the power to beat you with this. So you gotta have something good to compete with all these great figures that I've got, surely. That's mine. You picked that up from my previous
No.
video. Do you have nothing left?
No, I actually have some. I actually have some.
That's also mine. You have nothing left. We've already shown it. So you have, okay, so you have nothing left. Okay, well, that's fine.
I have one more thing.
You're looking around my stuff. Okay, wow. All right, well, let's keep the train going. Also, another JoJo figure of White Snake. I don't even know if I have room for all my figures, actually. They're kind of getting in the way.
If you could hear yourself out loud, you would
I
cringe.
don't know if that's a problem.
I don't have enough room for all my figures.
You know, because I have every Chainsaw Man character, I should round it out with an Aki plush, right? I should get a whole gang together. Stop eating the $1 candies, it cannot be good. But also, I don't want Aki to be alone, right? I couldn't just get one Chainsaw Man plush. I had to get Makima the goat.
Makima's not the goat.
She's the goat.
She's not the goat.
Betraying her friends. Just being kind of a horrible person. Still the goat, though.
My collection's better if you're a fan of friendship. My collection's better if you like supporting people in your life.
It doesn't matter what you say. What matters is what people are going to decide at home. You've seen all the plushes now. So go to Twitter right now and decide who you think won this one. Personally, I think I know who won. But it's not up to me. It's up to you guys at home. So please make sure to vote.
And do me a favor. Tell every single person who I named in this video in a simple tweet. Just ask them, did you like your gift?
Yeah, that's fine. Did you like it? And then did you wish that Connor would get it?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. Do you wish Connor thought of you?
So yeah, I mean, you guys at home, you guys can decide who you think won. I mean, it's pretty obvious. So go to Twitter and vote. Let's put the L back in Ludwig. Thank you for watching.
Each die, Connor. Each die.
Bye.
I'm adding the pizza. Oh, that's you.
Can you give me a pizza with no bread?
Sie haben meinen Bruder
Maybe
getötet.
maybe
Eure Kraft.
Guys! I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I have a problem right now.
Sabine Mushroom.
Ich gewähre euch einen Funken meiner Macht. Das reicht, um diese Eindringlinge zu beseitigen.
Don't forget to change your names on the delivery app.
Es ist zu viel.
I'll run a dress, no shot.
Diese Gabe wird euch
I got me.
tötet sie, bevor es soweit ist.
Ich werde nicht versagen.
It's a good. Not too far up.
Spürt mein Zorn. Nichts kann meinen Orkanwinden widerstehen.
Lädt immer noch ist noch nicht bereit.
Hit.
Rauschender Windstoß.
You guys should set up a local Halo lobby and fight each other like an old LAN party.
Es gibt kein
this shit. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of
It's
this.
so nice of Hope and Jesse to donate their time to play games with the handicap headphone guy, even though he is so bad.
I was really, really, really trying not to come. Sorry.
Zerstreut euch wie Blätter in einem Hurricane.
I faked it. That's smart.
Wow. We have to hit that.
Nichts kann meinen Orkanwinden widerstehen.
Nice! Bang! Alright, boys, one more. Everybody needs to relax. Everybody needs to relax. Everybody needs to breathe in, breathe out like some fucking oxygen. Everybody needs to fucking take a seat and chill. Okay, we got this. Relax.
Die Winde
I go.
sollen euch
Everybody chill. I got it. It's massive. It's fucking massive. Bro, I'm insane there. Bro! Somebody!
Es gibt keinen Schutz vor meinem Sturm.
No, not like this.
That's it for us.
Die Winde sollen euch züchtigen.
Hi.
Zerstreut euch wie Blätter in einem Hurricane.
Did we forget?
Nichts kann meinen Orkanwinden widerstehen.
Yes! Oh! The harpoon! The harpoon!
Der Sturm wird nie gebrochen.
Rush in. Okay. Yo, wait! Oh. Rush in, poke, me and you, we cross it!
I missed.
Wait a minute. Oh, absolutely not. What? Oh.
Guys, triangle, not three on the ball. Guys, you're gonna want to see this.
No!
Yes! No! I hit the... Where are you guys?
He's dribbling. I'm in the back. Nice shot. Very good. We lost. GG's.
Excuse me? How the fuck did that? Look at this. He's the luckiest guy ever. He's the luckiest. Where's the pizza? Is he here?
Can't win a fucking game. One more. By the way, these guys. Oh look, he copied my fucking nameplate because he's sniping it. I should have known. Fucking snipers, yikes.
You are useless, Omega Lal.
We're already in another one. Let's go.
That is fucking cringe. Jesus.
Congrats on the award, man. You deserve it. Thanks for the 25-month sex
Watch this.
QCL.
I'm the best player in the fucking game. Watch this. Yo, what the fudge?
Thanks for the content, Mr. Cow. Hope you win with the Pod XQCL hashtag paid Donna and where love.
That? Yeah, what the hell? Yes!
I'm the god of the game. My man. Oh, you fucking pussy.
You wanna hit me? I'm right here. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Let's go.
Look at that big money.
Hello chat smile. Hi Felix.
No, absolutely not, right?
Oh my
Absolutely,
God.
absolutely not.
No.
No shot. No.
Middle.
Yo, what's going on? No, 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 no. No. No! I quit. I quit the game. I quit the game. I'm never playing this game ever again in my life.
Yes.
It's not.
Wait.
Score!
Throwing that.
No! Good job! Big punt. Big massive. It's big, boys. It's big. Just fucking report them. I don't give a fucking. Just fucking smart. Just fucking report that shit. This guy smurfing. What a joke. Terrible fucking game.
Hey chat.
Jesse! Yes, he hit the power!
No, he did not.
Jesse!
XQC.
Fuck, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. Dude, come on! You can do it. You can do it. Bro, we have SSDs, man. Come on.
What a fucking pussy this guy. He's going for demos.
I'm in.
That should make a win.
His computer hasn't loaded it over yet. But I think this game is still right.
How?
He's just got the BIOS.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're here, we're here.
GG.
We're here.
I go on. for refund, yes. Oh, shots. Maybe perhaps.
Meister, der Ranok ist gefallen. Die Eindringlinge kommen in unsere Richtung.
Bro, it was 1-0 with 3 minutes left. Oh yeah, how is that not refunded? 1-0, 3 minutes left. Look.
Wait, did you guys forfeit? I'm alright. I mean, why? Because there has to be.
Alright, last game, boys, last game. That is cute. The fuck? You guys in or not?
Yeah,
The one's loading?
I have to load and think.
Wait, I have more.
Das ist zu weit entfernt. Ich muss
Go bigger, go bigger, go bigger. Go bigger, go bigger, go bigger, go massive. Bang! Do that. I've never had a singular good drop. It's not possible. I swear, I just can't do it. It's just bad. It's just bad. I invite both of you. You're gonna flip, got it. You guys in or what? Bro, I'm pretty sure these computers are both maxed out. It's bad? Bro, it's fucking maxed out. What the fuck? Yo, you there? Oh my god.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
You think that the yo. Same settings?
Plugging it back in.
Ability is on 60 hertz.
Huh?
Ability is on 60 hertz.
I am.
Oh shit.
Feiglinge! Der Elementar ist fast auf unserer Ebene. Seid frei!
Oh my god. We've been playing on US East the whole time, man. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, chat today we're gonna chill. Okay, I gotta sit down and chill and fucking eat some food and maybe we do a little cozy reactive. Because to be honest, I'm buzzing. This room is hot like crazy. My head's falling off.
After this, we'll get out so you can fucking cool down.
No. I'm saying it just. I need to eat some food and relax a little bit.
Alright, let's get it in here.
Is that right?
XQCL.
I'm ready.
Yeah, weren't you? You guys are banned again. 1 minute. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. This is actually schmalding. Bro! What is he doing? Got it. Good striker. I'll start. fudge. Okay, focus up, guys. Last game. Where the food's at? That's just it. Wait, what? Oh my god!
We should bring that guy on our team. That was a good fucking shot.
I like the gold. Cast is gold.
Oh, we play WoW. 200 defending against the counter. You guys go. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. What a little bitch ass. What the fudge? My fault. That's me. That's on me. That's on me. Well, I played like absolute dumb so I mean, look. I mean, okay. I don't. Okay. Yo, 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 chill. I go. What the fudge? No, then I should might get that. Then I should. They might get it.
That was you guys.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Alright. I go. Wait. Fine.
Wenn Turok solch mächtige Wesen erschaffen kann, sollten wir vorsichtig vorgehen. Bevor wir ihn konfrontieren, müssen wir sie alle vernichten.
Solange es bloß keine...
How the fuck do they keep getting like center goals, man?
Wenn Turok solch mächtige Wesen erschaffen kann, sollten...
Oh my
Get away from our fucking goalie, man!
god!
Move, you fuck!
Get it, man! Hit! You moved me.
Let's go. MC.
Good, yes.
This is called
Good.
misdirection.
Bump,
I
bump,
shoot at the enemy from the shooting
yes,
instead of the goal.
bump.
To me, this is nothing. For the common more results like an insane goal, right? For me, this is nothing. You guys go. I go left. I go right. I go right. I go right. No! Oh, that's such a nice fucking play too. Okay, whoever did that is an absolute fucking both of the clown. What happened?
32-month of being a degenerate loser wasting money on a millionaire who eats toenails. I couldn't ask for a better way to waste my time and money executing out.
Nice! Fuck!
Oh. That's about right there, yeah.
Here's to 38 months. You're the best.
Absolutely fucking busted on dude, busted on their face. Today, I realize.
I just know that moon smells crazy. XD.
Oh! Let's see. Oh, that's it. Oh.
I gotta go. Guys, I gotta go.
Alright. Alright, chat.
Statistically speaking, I'm better.
Alright. You just do what you want, man. I'm just gonna go. I have to see so many matches. It's insane, man.
Ich muss näher ran. Ich kann Diese Kälte kriecht bis in die Knochen. Wartet. Wir sind nicht allein. Wir werden verfolgt.
Was spürt ihr?
Sieht aus, als hätte Kurok eine Eisspinne. Und sie hat Eier gelegt.
Things. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a mainstream thing. Yeah.
So a more broad audience that is like now you're reaching out of your own circle and out of your own reach. You reach a bigger territory.
Exactly.
I feel like all these things are all the things that worked for you and the things that that you achieved. And after testing the waters, I'm interested in knowing and asking you, what are the topics or styles of content or lines you tried to do that didn't work for you? The things that you tried to do that you were passionate about that people didn't like, that people didn't consume.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. I have a motto that I always say. I'm like, people look at me as a success because of the one time I succeeded, but I've tried like 67 times and failed. And no one remembers that because at the end of the day, and this is what I always tell, like, especially kids who think that, I just hit it on the first try. You're going to fail at a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
At first I was like the street. I used to do interviews, like try to do interviews on the street and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I remember and this was such a huge failure, but it taught me so much. I remember trying to chase around the big names for some type of cosign. And oh, let me interview this person, and people can see I'm interviewing them, and that'll give me a little bit of name or clout, and I'll interview that person. And I remember, like, you know, I had a regular job and I had bills to pay and shit. And then there was a show that's huge in, like, you know, like the rap community. It was called Love and Hip Hop, and there was like there's this lady on there.
Yeah.
And I remember I called out of work 7 times trying to set up an interview with her.
Yeah.
And every time, like, I'm losing out on money, and they would tell me last minute, like, yo, we can't make it. And I was like, damn, I just fucking lost. Like, I need the money. But I had to take that L. And I remember I was very frustrated, and I got to the point of saying, dog, you are at a fork in the crossroads right now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to realize that if you're not engaging enough by yourself, no matter who you sit with, you will never get your intended goal and result. And what that made me do, I said, I'm gonna go double down, work on my own skills, figure out how to be entertaining by myself to get people to watch me without the big celebrities sitting on my shoulder. And if I can't do that, maybe this ain't for me. And I'm telling you, I started like being super critical of myself. You know what I mean? Like, if people used to watch my videos, they would hear me my normal videos when I'm doing news content, I say my intro really fast. Like, I'm like, yo, check it out. And really, that really came from, I became a perfectionist. I would do a video 30 times. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would speak it like, because I used to add satire to it. I'm like, that's not engaging enough. I took too long to get to the point. Yo, I tripped over that word. Shit, I didn't do that right enough. And I'm being super critical because I wanted, you know, I knew how sometimes, you know, the audience can have a low attention span. I wanted to just get straight to it. Like, you know what I mean? I rushed through my intro, and like within 5 seconds, we're in the meat and potatoes of my video. I'm not telling people to subscribe or nothing like that. We're already here. You know what I mean? Bang. You click the video, we're into the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So what you're saying is that it's like almost like the new TikTok style videos where people try to get to the point as fast as possible. Yeah, intro is cool. Say hi. It's done. Boom. Straight to it. Just so they're not bored, or just keep them engaged. I like that a lot.
Still do that, yeah.
So you're pretty much like I guess like chasing checks pretty much. You're trying to make it that way, because was that at the time where you were making like 38K off of YouTube, or was that a little bit before? Just in terms of the timeline.
Definitely before. So I'll tell you why the numbers seem so staggering when I say 38K, because there's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So what happened was, that was a weird time during monetization too, right? It was kind of the start, or at least I didn't have my channel monetized for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I finally started getting an audience, there were MCNs. That was kind of like the only way to get monetized in a sense back then. So you would have to sign with an MCN, and the MCNs were hitting me up left, right, and center. And I remember saying, "Yo, I felt like I went 3 to 4 years without having an audience." I was thinking about the audience. I'm like, an audience doesn't want to watch a 30-second ad before I start. I speed through my intro. You think I want to watch 30 seconds?
Exactly.
Of like, so I said no to this MCN who were super persistent. They're like, yo, come on, yo, that's how everybody makes money. And I'm like, yo, you know how desperate I was to gain an audience? Like, I did anything to gain an audience. I don't want to put something in the middle to run them away.
Yeah. So. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. Yeah, go ahead.
After about like a year and a half, that's how long they took to convince me. They say, yo, bro, let's try it, because I'm a math guy. They said, you're the math guy. Look at your user retention now, and let us do ads on your videos for the next, like, say, 60 days, and you check out the user retention then. If it's super horrible, right?
Yeah.
And we could get out of this. We don't have to sign no contract, whatever. And I said, yes. First month was the 38. First one,
before you signed, at the moment where you signed, were you still skeptical and scared? Can you walk me through the feelings you were getting when you signed? Yeah, do you have any worries?
Hell yeah, because, you know, also, like, I was so skeptical of the MCN, bro. Like, at that point, like, people were wondering, okay, does the MCN help you not get banned? Also, like, I was wondering, like, I had other channels that kind of got deleted. I'm like, what's my status with YouTube? Everything kind of feels unclear. like as a creator, it just wasn't a great time for a creator on YouTube, especially a small creator, especially if you were putting your life into this. I remember like I would get strikes and write up these appeal, like I would use sometimes it'd be like 5,000 characters. I'm using every inch of this thing to tell y'all, yo, I've given up my whole life for this. Like, please just consider it. Like maybe not just like just ding me real quick with like a strike. And I was very cautious when it came to an MCN because I felt like they probably ruined the creator audience experience. And also, I didn't know these guys. Like these guys were like, you know, it felt like business people when I wasn't thinking of this as much business. So I was like, why do you guys need to be involved? And I'm not gonna lie, like it allowed me to step out of my comfort zone. But that's the time I realized that YouTube could be a viable business. In that moment.
Yeah, I feel at that point, I've seen a lot of creators on YouTube and on Twitch feel like they have a lot of imposter syndrome, where they feel like they don't deserve it. What they have to offer isn't worth it. When they feel like it's time to like monetize and get off of their work, they feel like they shouldn't be rewarded for it that much, and they're scared of losing power, right? Because they're trying to make money off of it, right? And I think making the leap towards monetization is like super scary. That's why I want to know how you felt about it, because I think a lot of creators right now, even on Twitch, almost all of them, they're scared of having ads. So like, well, people are just not gonna watch, you know. And then you spend your entire days in your life building something to have power or influence. It's just not power, but you want to create and grow, and you feel like you're getting there, and then cutting that off to make money feels like it goes against the nature of why it started, right? So for me, it was super scary. That's why I want to.
And I think I can say this. My Twitch partner manager is the reason why because I used to never run ads. Like, you know, I was partnered for a while now. I never promoted subs or ran ads on Twitch. It kind of existed. And I remember they just looked at me and they were like, yo, this is kind of part of like, just kind of the streaming experience in that. And I'm like, I don't want to promote like subs. And they're like, yo, honestly, if your audience loves you, we could tell that they love you. Like, look at your stats. They love you. They're probably gonna support you with a sub. Like, they don't want to see like ads and stuff like that. So, and I was kind of scary. I was definitely scared about that with Twitch, because I'm like, all right, YouTube is a bunch of fluff. You know what I mean? Because like, there's a couple million people that's watching me on there, whatever. But YouTube, oh man, YouTube just kind of felt a little different. No, Twitch, felt different.
Yep.
But yeah. Now I do though. Now I do.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. I feel like earlier you talked about making it. You said making it no matter the cost, or you know, like all means possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me, what does making it look like for you? What was that end goal that you were chasing?
That's a great question. So, it changed. Okay, I'll tell you what making it was.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you how it changed.
Yep.
At first, making it was being financially well off, or being like, okay, great, this is a job, this is a great thing to do, that I could fucking, you know, like support my family and I could have a decent lifestyle. And yeah, that was the first iteration of making it.
For sure.
And I got there, and it's
never enough. It's an endless scale. So at the moment, what are you thinking?
Well, I don't want to seem like an asshole with it, but it was just like, the money didn't ease that urge and like fight to accomplish more. There was one singular moment I remember, and this was in 2016. And this is after I'm making pretty decent money. Like, you know what I mean? I remember walking in the mall, because I had went to Vegas before, and it kind of bugged me that no one knew how I looked, but they knew my voice.
Yeah.
Like, I had said it up to someone, like, and I got that a lot, because like my voice was becoming well known, but no one knew who I was. And then even if people didn't know who I was, they only knew it within the bucket that I was operating in.
Yep.
And I remember saying, I was walking in the mall one time, and I said, I feel like I'm bumping my head with the ceiling here. And I said, the next move I make, when I come to this mall, people are gonna recognize me. And it might sound vague, like vain in the sense of, oh, you just want people to know you, but it was just like, I felt that was the growth I needed to do. Yeah. So when I went to Everyday Struggle, making it was whether people knew you for your content or not, they knew you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Where they're like, oh, that's academics.
Yeah, because
right? So just that right there, and I was just like, fuck. That's what I felt making it was. But I think it evolves though.
So did you feel like, let's say, your voice is one part of you, and you, you know, just you as a person, you know, in flesh and bones is another thing, and you want to be recognized for you, not just your voice. Is that right?
Yes, you know, absolutely. And also, I kept seeing, you know, on a different level, I was comparing myself to the people who I looked up to all along, people like Charlemagne the God, other radio personalities who I just thought were great, and I used to see them on billboards as I was driving on the highway, and I remember saying, the idea of making it was not only having the money, but also being that guy. Being the guy who, you know, if you're out, they're like, oh, that's that person who we either really like or really hate, or, you know, he's the guy who does that, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was this kind of like almost imitating or trying to be like the people who I looked up to, because I was so obsessed with trying to eventually get there. Like obsessed. When I mean obsessed, like
every day thinking about it, all of it.
I would tell the people who I looked up to, I said, I've probably studied everything y'all have done. Like, I've watched every piece of content. I've taken every notes. I've taken everything into consideration. Like, it was definitely an obsession, but for me, it was a healthy obsession. In I would try to take things from them that I would believe that would make me successful like them.
Yeah.
However, the times were changing because it was all about the internet at that point.
Yeah. So So at that point, you're very passionate about what you do, and you have a lot of energy for the things you're doing and the topics that you're talking about. But at the same time, I feel like you're starting to develop a passion for the systems behind it, right? Mm-hmm. The analytics behind it, the topics and everything, right? Okay, and that kind of made me think. What is the sort of content or the content pieces that you enjoy doing the most that are fueled by passion and not anything else?
Yo, why does motherfucker Aiden just call me now?
Oh shit. That.
Yeah,
why?
Nothing get out here, right?
Yeah, that's how you get banned. Yeah.
Yo, Aiden, nigga, stop calling me, bro. I'll call you after.
Oh shit, not again.
No.
Yeah. Let me walk you through again. Yeah, just what is the let's just in the big lines, like what is the content and the things that you do that feel the most fulfilling, the things that you like doing the most, they're like passion fueled pretty much.
Today, podcast and streaming. So I fell out of love of streaming a couple years ago, but I fell back in love with it just because it was just part of like the regular conversations I had, and I feel like people before, I used to get a little anxiety to get on stream before, right? So like back in 2016, I don't want to call myself like I don't know if you know how Soldier was. I was the first to do it, but like Soldier.
Yeah, I know that.
So in 2016, I used to like, and I don't know like when Rice Gum and them started doing, but in 2016, 2015, I used to bring girls on stream, and it was like really entertaining to my audience to be some random Instagram models or whatever. And we'd just be like, yo, everybody go comment on their page, and if they get some certain comment, it was almost like, in a weird way, like, I don't know, it was like OnlyFans, but they were getting paid in comments. It's kind of odd. Anyway, it was a good time, though. The audience liked it. But there was anxiety with that because, again, remember, it's the easiest thing. We all want to get to a point where we could just be ourselves and do what we like. Yeah. And you wouldn't get anxiety unless you feel like you have to do something and do backflips to impress an audience.
Yep.
And I just remember like not streaming at times because I'm like, yeah, I don't have a guest coming today. And I'm like, this ain't why you started streaming, right? Yeah. And I fell out of love with streaming when I felt like I needed to be doing all that, and I fell back in love with it when people were just accepting me for just having regular conversation, and that's the point of streaming. And also, I just think streaming has taken over the forefront of all content in just where people feel the most deepest connection with you. So that I have fun with. Also podcasting, because podcasting is like, if you lock me and you in a room and there's a microphone, give me 3 hours and I'll probably know, like, we'll have probably some of the oddest conversation, go down the weirdest, interesting rabbit holes, and just kind of like, I like talking for a living. You could, your audience probably say now, like, damn, this motherfucker won't shut up. So it's like, it is, those type of things I'm most happy about what I do now.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, that's actually interesting, because you said something about the backflip, right? And that's something that I think everybody feels like. Did you ever click? Did you ever really get the deep understanding, right? That you are the backflip, right? Just you doing your thing. You know, you feel like you're doing a backflip. Just whenever the way you do things, the way you talk, just you are the backflip. Did you ever click that in?
Well, here's the funny part about it. I believe I was thinking for the audience. Like, I remember I used to look at my Instagram DMs, and I think maybe some audience, like, sometimes your audience knows you a little bit, right? They know, you know, he hasn't streamed in a little bit. Yeah, let me just check up on it. Let me just send him a DM this and third. And they'd be the ones saying, like, yo, bro, we just want to see you, dog. It's cool. Like, I'm on here just chopping up with us. Like, yo, you just going to tell us about a trip. And that made me realize, I'm like, oh, shit, maybe they just like me. You know what I mean? But at first, I was just like, yo, what trick can we do today?
Yeah.
And that shit becomes exhausting because, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're running a circus. So really, I give the audience a lot of credit with that. To be honest, they pulled me up a lot of times that I was just feeling I had to do more than just give them, you know, my time. Because I think we're all here in each other's time, right? So,
do you feel like sometimes you're not doing the most fantastic, crazy show? You're not putting on a stage and putting a spotlight, and you just think that you're just doing something normal, or you're just looking at the news or whatever, and then a lot of people are like, wow, that was really good. That was really good. Do you get that sometimes, where you do something that's just normal, and you have a really good results, and it makes you realize that, oh my, you know?
Yeah, well, that's the fulfilling thing about streaming, right? So I'll tell some streams about, like, sometimes I feel like, because I'm a news guy, they're like, hey, I'm here to get news about this rapper. But I'll hear a lot of times people DM me and be like, because I got two Rottweilers, and I'll be like, yo, like my female Rottweiler, she just got her period. Like, it's the first time ever she gets her period. And I'm like telling, like, I give that little story at the beginning of the stream, and people actually hit me up about it and be like, oh, that's just dope. So, you know what I mean? You get to realize that people care more than about what you're talking about. They care about you. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point.
The way you do it, the way you say it, the way you think about it. Yeah.
No, of course.
Sorry, I have a friend came in with candies. But yeah, I get that. Yeah, so I didn't want to be disrespectful. Yeah, but I think for me that what you just said came in way later, because I came from a gaming background, right? So I played Overwatch as a professional. So I was good at the game back in the days, and then so what happened then is that I just spent years, most of my career, even if you look at my entire career, most of it thinking that the only thing that matters was how good I was at the game, and me as a player, me as a professional player, and just the game itself. I was nobody. I was just one check mark in a row of boxes, right? And it took me a lot of time to really get to letting go of that idea. And whenever I see other people talk about that, I was wondering when for them that clicked in. You know, was it early? Was it late? Seems like it was kind of like in the middle.
Yeah. No, man, it's I'll probably say that.
Yeah.
I'll probably say that. Yeah, it's again, it's been a learning experience, and like, you know, I hate to do the woe is me thing when it comes to like people who are, you know, streamers or like content creators, because I do think, you know, especially at this level, you know, I'm pretty sure, you enjoy a good life. I do as well. But honestly, as I said, I still go through my DM requests on Instagram.
Same.
And the reason why I do is
I look for hot chicks.
I don't get no hot chicks DMing me no more, man.
Shit, me neither, bro. Come on. If you just
Yeah,
didn't say that,
I used to though. I used to. Like these days, or I think I'm more cautious now. Like, yo, I've been exposed a couple times, so I'm like, I chill off of that down, bro. I used to be exposed, dog. Yo, there's like videos and pictures of like the chicks used to just be like, have their phone out, and I'm sleeping on the bed. I'm snorting, yo. I sound like a train, dog. I'm just like I'm sucking, yo. I sound like a UFO, my nigga. I'm sucking in every ounce of oxygen in that room, and the chick is still trying to say, here I am with them, and I'm like, yo, how is this a flex? I look disgusted, like, yo.
Oh no.
Like, I'm in some wild, deep, comatose sleep because I probably just got some stuff. You know what I mean? We just did some stuff, but like, yeah, I got exposed a few times. It was on the blogs, and then after that, I was like, man, I gotta move a little bit better.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of got shorthanded there. That's a little unlucky. Yeah, shit happens sometimes, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been exposed, like
wait, you have a girl?
No, I don't.
Yo, you probably every girl want you, bro.
Yeah, but then they want it for the wrong reasons. So what does it matter?
Oh, that is true. Yeah, definitely. Yo, do you think it's possible at your level, or actually just really like any level where you're kind of like popular, to find somebody who is like, oh, I care nothing about your fame. I'm only here for you. I just love you for you. You are the best. I have no alternative motives. I've argued with myself with that topic because by the nature of how they find you is most likely going to be your line of work. So how is their intentions already, like, how is their intentions, how could it be pure if they're finding you by seeing you being successful?
Yeah, it's like if you went on a street, right? And instead of it being a normal everyday street where all the houses are the same size, right? You would have picked your house by what it looks like, and it's like 400K house, 4 mil, 40 mil, right? And it's just that's literally how it is. Like people are gonna go around, right? And they see exactly your size and probably the influence that you have and the money that you have just by your social media profile, right? So it's kind of hard to find a person who's gonna choose you for you and not for everything else when everything else is at the forefront. It's way before they see you, you know?
Yo, funny enough, let me tell you this. And this started happening a few years ago. A lot of women that I have sex with, you know, during sex, they'll just say act. Like, that's what it is, act. And I'm like, that's not my like real name. Like, you know,
shit, that's so bad.
Yo, fuck me. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? But again, at that point, I think I've become jaded towards it too, right?
For sure.
Where now I've just kind of evolved into this character where I almost don't even find a problem if they don't know my name at all. And I'm like, I am that.
And at that point, it kind of feels disingenuous because, anyway, for me, if I want to find a fulfilling relationship, right, then I would have to step away from the computer, and I would have to not stream and not work on my stuff, right, and go outside in the real world and meet a real person that don't know who I am, right. But at that point, it kind of feels weird because it's like creating all this is all that matters to me, and you think I have to take some time off to go meet somebody that's gonna enhance my life. It seems like a hassle, and it just feels like a disaster, and I don't want to do it. But at the same time, if I don't do it, I don't want to sound like a doomer or too nihilistic. But how do you find a person that is gonna be fulfilling, that's gonna be there for you? It's like impossible, you know. So
it's really difficult, and I think you get to a point of just stop trying to fight it and just realize you are the sum of your parts, right? Like, for example, if you're a guy who somebody met in a nightclub, maybe they saw you bought a couple of bottles, or maybe they saw you had a nice watch on or a nice shirt. Maybe they saw the car you came in or the car you left in. So, you know, it matters. Like, no one is like, yo, hey, I'm just looking for like a nice, wholesome spirit, and they found you. You get to realize when it's almost impossible to, you know, find someone within a vacuum. Like, let me just try to deal with the people. Like your field is your field, right? And in the sense of the people who come that want to either date you or engage with you, or the people who you have access to, is the field of dating that you have access to. So, you know what I mean? You got to deal with whatever it is.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna be I'm gonna go out my way to try to find someone. It's like,
yeah, yeah, and to be honest, it makes you jaded so quickly. It's gonna, yeah, it's really hard in my opinion. I want to. Okay, so I've known you initially, because of a YouTube video. Like my first interaction with you and your content was the Migos and Joe Budden interview, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put you on a spot or like ambush you. So if you're not okay, you know. Okay, so that's one of the first. It's just out of the blue. One night I was just going through YouTube videos. I see that, right? It made me laugh, right? And I'm not laughing at you because I think one that's short-sighted, but two, I just thought the whole interaction, it's fun to engage with. I think it's a even though maybe it wasn't intended from you, right? To me, it felt like it. The whole interaction was worth my watch, and I fucking enjoyed that. You know, how did it feel for you going to the interview, doing it, and in the aftermath?
Yeah, so that video was about like probably 20 seconds away from being deleted and never being seen. And we decided in a hotel room in West Hollywood, I voted, let's delete that bitch, never let it see the light of day. And other people said, well, there's some content here. I felt stupid. What really happened was we're on the red carpet. It's called the red carpet, but it's not red, at least for the BT Awards. Shit was like blue. And we're there. We go with a crew. We don't have in-ears. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to one of these award show red carpet. They have booths of media companies right next to each other. It's super loud.
Yeah.
It's like you literally have to be talking in someone's face.
Yep.
So we don't have in-ears, which is a very popular thing that when people are performing on stage, they have in-ears. When people are doing these things, they would have in-ears that they could hear the other mics.
Yep.
So if you look at, I'm asking Takeoff, and God rest his soul, he's sitting like kind of the furthest away from me. And I'm asking him like, yo, how did you feel? Like, yo, you left off Bad and Bougie. He's left off the song, you know what I mean? The Migos are notoriously known for all three of the members are on every song, but he wasn't on that song. And it wasn't something mean-spirited, but, you know, he probably took it as, like, yo, wait, hold on, like, all right, don't be smart here type stuff, right? And I think he was answering it, and I always tell people this.
Yeah.
So I can't hear him at all. But every time he's about to say something, it sounds like he's about to shout. So he has the mic in his hand, and I'm like, yo, what do you feel like, because you left on Bad and Bougie? And he's like, huh. And he was just... Now on the camera, you actually hear him.
Yeah.
I'm there, I cannot hear him. So he's whispering, but the whisper is picked up by the mic. I can't hear it with my own ears in the room. So I'm like, what? And then he's like, what? I'm like,
no.
Dog, I feel like I'm like communicating with one of the aliens. I'm like, yo, like, what? I mean, you see the you see the confusion in my face.
Okay, so now they think you're being disrespectful by re-asking a question that was initially a little bit forward, and it could be forward, right? But by re-asking, now they know it's forward, or they think so.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
However, though, ultimately they're not upset at me, and this is the part that nobody got about that video. My co-host, the guy who got up and walked away, that's Joe Budden.
Yeah.
He had a run-in with those guys earlier that day at the mall, like random shit. So he's shopping for socks. You gotta have your socks right. You're on the red carpet. They pull up on him. Now, the Migos are signed to this group, are signed to this label that also signed Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
And he used to kind of like, almost like use Yachty as a punchline to some of the stuff he said. They pulled up on him and was like, yo, bro, stop talking about Lil Yachty, like blah, blah, blah. So what happened right before this interview started, it was very tense. I really liked the group. They knew it was genuine. When they came up, I dapped all three of them up. Then we just shook our hand, whatever. You know what dap is, bro. Anyway, Joe Budden, which is my co-host, he tries to dap them up. They just stare him down. They just look at him.
Oh.
Why? Because of the incident that happened when he was buying socks. So he's already like on edge. If you watch it, if you can pull a video. he's looking at them a certain way because they're not giving him friendly vibes at all. So when we get to the part where I can't hear them, he could kind of see that it's not going well, and he's like, yo, wrap this shit up quickly. And then that's when the Migos heard, but they're taking it differently because they're like, yo, you are the guy we almost got into it with in the sock aisle. So really, people think they were getting mad at me, but it was really my co-host, because even though we couldn't understand each other, they didn't take that energy of, oh, he's trying to do something, right?
Yeah.
But my co-host gets up, throws a mic. They're looking at him like, yo, it's beef time. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna if there was some sort of tension over there, well, I'm just asking, why didn't Joe Budden like extract? Why did he blow up like that? Like,
So he's a psychopath. He's one of those guys. If he feels his back is to the wall, he's the guy who starts screaming at the top of his lungs, or starts going crazy. So that's why he did that, because it's a little tension, and also he didn't really tell us this, right?
Oh.
So I'm known in the rap game of like, a lot of people don't like me, right? So I had another incident with another dude a couple days before. So some dude named Vic Mensa. So the company comes to me, Complex. They said, yo, damn, that's with one rapper that just showed up to do an interview. We're going to the red carpet. There's going to be every rapper, like, basically walking by you. They get a security guard, and my man Joe Budden, he says to the security guard, he says, yo, bro, I'm tough, okay? Plus my man, he's a Crip, and we're in LA, by the way. He's like, he's a Crip. If something happens to me, this whole bitch will be surrounded, okay? So what I want you to do is only focus on academics. Make sure he's safe. I'm good. So when that happens, we have a security guard who doesn't move a muscle. Like, we knew we hired the wrong security guard because he's taking selfies on the red carpet.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, yeah.
Stand out. So, yeah, a couple things happened that went into it. I will say, though, this is why I now believe as a creator, sometimes the greatest things happen in the moments you believe is the worst. I felt super embarrassed because I really liked the group. I wanted them to delete that footage. And out of convincing and based on a team decision, I said, screw it. It was 10 p.m. in LA. I say, tweet it out. And I tweeted out, everybody tweeted it out. And that day and that clip was viral history.
Yeah,
it's still, it's viral gold. And I always thought, remember I told you I was like, I wanted people to like know my face and shit?
Yeah.
I remember walking into a strip club. I walked into a strip club and a chick was like, oh my God. And she's pointing at me like, oh. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? And she says, that's that meme. I was like, what the Yo, she was like, that's that meme. Because it was like a meme. There's like a gift that people always do with me with the mic. And I was like, hey, at least you do my face.
Exactly. We take those. Yeah. I mean, I've had a bunch of run-ins like that. It's just funny at the fucking strip club of all fucking places. If you had to redo the interview, right? Do you feel like you could have taken control of that scenario and had a better outcome? And if so, what would you have done differently?
I don't think I could have taken control of that. Yo, my co-host was literally a psychopath. Like, literally. Like he was going to jump through that window. Because the only way I could have a different outcome, I would have had to wrap that interview up 2 or 4 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
And I really was intrigued because I was really a huge fan.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, we would have meetings at the office back in New York, and I'm like, yo, we got to get the Migos. We never got them. The first time we see them was on a red carpet. And also, I will say this. I'm very happy how that moment turned out. I felt like that moment was meant to happen. I have zero regrets. And, I'm Offset, which is one of the Migos. I'm very cool with. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I'm cool with his wife as well, his beautiful wife, Cardi B. Me and Takeoff were cool before he passed away, unfortunately. And me and Quavo, we've communicated on text many times. So that moment happened, and at least for me, I felt like it led to positive things. You know what I mean? Sure. Like, it was hard to go, but it was cool.
I would also think that people act sometimes, like on the internet or even in person, like these things would never happen to them, and then that they're above it or whatever. But at the same time, I think when I see that happen, when they see it happen, and especially in person, yeah, they might act their way when it's live and it's happening. But I think it shows a human part. It's very human, you know, and people relate to that. And I feel that sometimes will create a bond with people, because they know what it's like to be in that moment, and it sucks. And yeah, because I've had a bunch of runs like that too. Just things that I did that were like, what the fuck is this? I think they get it. I think people act like they don't, but they get it, right?
Yeah, I've always said if you want to be a creator, you got to get over this hill.
Yeah.
You got to get over the hill of trying to control the narrative and seem imperfect. I believe the creators most comfortable in their skin is the ones who know that their imperfections are being seen. Their imperfections are going to be understood by the people who love them and who understand them, and it's going to be criticized by the people who hate them. And if you're given a very honest reflection of yourself to the people who consume content for you, and you're being truly yourself, I feel you will find the most happiness in that version rather than you trying to control narratives. For me, I try to share, you know, as much as my life I can that they understand me, and I think when people really give the audience less credit than they really deserve, your audience are brilliant people who understand your personality and understand why you react the way you react, and when they know intuitively, instantly when you get on stream, when you probably had a bad day, they know how to pick you up. I'll tell you, a Twitch audience, like, I've said to my audience things that I haven't said to people who think I confide in them.
Okay, that's interesting from your perspective. Then, okay, I'm actually glad I heard that perspective, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I would say, motherfucker, I disagree so hard. Since me and my audience, we're gonna build this like more like a banter, playful thing where we're kind of like throwing insults back at each other. When they see weakness, they don't look for something to pick up. They smell blood and they're going in for the kill. Okay, if I show weakness, they're coming in and they will fucking put me to the ground and fucking jump in unison on my fucking dying body. Okay, but I don't mind it, because you know that what I find interesting in that, I know what's good about it, is that things that are hardships, things that are bad, things that I think are hurtful, the ideas that I don't like, it makes me process them faster, right? So if I'm dealing with something, and instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry to deal with this, they go, yo, dumb fuck, you're an idiot, this is happening to you, fuck you. Well, they do it all the time, right? But then it turns the, you know when people say, I would rather laugh about it than cry about it, right? It bridges that gap much quicker to just get thrown into the lion's den over and over about certain topics, and I can move on. I'm kind of like delivered from that place of feeling sad or disappointed about something, and now I can get away from that, and I can get into the more, oh, let's just laugh about it, you know, and that's really helpful. So it's like a completely different way of picking me up, but you're right, Joe. It does pick me up, just not in the same like, oh, yo, I'm helping you type way.
Hey, trust me, and you may have not gotten to this point yet.
Yeah.
I thought like how you think. That's my audience too. Like I used to block audience members because like before I even knew what meme pages was, like they used to start this like little trends like, yo, academics the type of dude that blah blah. And it was a lot of, they were just clowning me. I'm like, damn. I'm like putting my life into this like content they're clowning. And I thought that about my audience, that oh shit, my weakest moments, until, put it like this, it's like a little brother big brother relationship. Of course they're gonna laugh at you no matter what, but when someone comes for you, I guarantee they go to war for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're clapping. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember being on. So I was on the show, Everyday Struggle, right? And I felt like, because I would go there and everybody else, like, they came from a different background. I think people were looking at me like, you're the internet dude, so shut up. Like, you know what I mean? And I wasn't having like the best time at first. You know what I mean? And I kid you not, like, it bled through my audience seeing it, and honestly, they wrote for me. I kid you not. It was to the point. I remember the company saying, "Yo, could you tell your audience we're like treating you right?" But it was again, these are the same people who bullied me. I swear, they were the same people who they would be on your ass, but it's like, yo, we could say it to you. Nobody else can say it to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, yeah.
And if they really see something that affects you or somebody really trying to get you out of here, they sit hours and watch you, bro. Like, again, they're not gonna sit here and be like, oh, we just love you, like, and try to, like verbally jack you off.
Yeah,
right?
get glazed, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, the moment when you really need it, I'm telling you, you're gonna see it. And hopefully you never see it, because sometimes it's probably your lowest moments, or when everyone's turning against you, right?
Yeah.
And you hope never to have those moments. Unfortunately, it happens, but I'm telling you, they will.
Especially in social media these days. Like, whenever you're weak, or whenever you're kind of down, everybody jumps on you. Everybody goes for the 3 points. Everybody goes in for the fucking home run. It's kind of annoying. It's just how it is. I think internet is just a bunch of dogpilers when it comes down to, like, public figures. But I want to say one more thing about this, and I had it in mind. I think the whole interaction is like, I remember me and my brother would, like, fight, you know, so I could punch him, and I could, you know, we could wrestle, whatever, and that's all right, and he can do it, and I can do it, right? But some other motherfucker comes in and wants to do it. Nah, we don't let that happen, and now we're both turning on him, you know, both of us. That's just kind of how it goes, and I like that interaction. I think it's really chill.
Hey, what I've realized, your audience is a reflection of yourself. You know why my audience has certain jokes about me? Because I'm cracking the same jokes about somebody else.
You're right.
Like, they're like me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't expect them to be so loving when, yo, you're like this. You crack jokes at other people's expense too. Yep. Well, like, yeah, they don't know them those other people. They know you, so they're gonna crack jokes on you. That's what it is. So it's all good.
Yeah, dude, I mean, you hit on the nail pretty much. Sometimes I kind of, whenever you're dealing with the more negative part, you kind of say, oh no, that's not true. This is not like that. But the reality is that it is like that. I want to touch on something. Every time I think AK. Sorry, I called you AK because I didn't know. I see 2 letters in fucking caps lock. I go AK, but you're acting. Yeah.
No. It's fine. Listen, AK, act, whatever, man. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Actually, I look at that to see how people's brain think, right? So some people will just say AK, right? And those, I think, are more phonetic people. And then people who say act, they're just like nickname people. Like, they just automatically they shorten everything. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah. So every time I think of AK, for some reason, a lot of things pop into my head, right? And on top of the interview, I think AK, and I think Drake. And I don't know why I come to this conclusion. I think maybe because of overall YouTube. I think you are big, like a supporter of Drake, and maybe you like a lot of his music. Just walk me through why I would think that about you. Is there like, do you have, just walk me through it.
You know, to me, Drake's the greatest rapper ever, right? So, and put it like this, I'll tell you why I like his music so much, because I think anyone's favorite musician is going to have the soundtrack to their life. Like, for example, my oldest brother, he likes Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Right? And he felt his Jay-Z's music more was congruent to his life. When Drake was rapping about, you know, Take Care and how he was going through the phases of trying to find himself in dealing with these, you know, gender relationships. I'm in college. I'm trying to figure out how to get girls. You get what I mean? And you start using some of those songs to kind of build it becomes almost a soundtrack of your life, no matter what happened, right? Whether a girl turns you down or shit, you know, you're singing a song like Trust Issues or Marvin's Room or whatever the case. So that's kind of where, you know, my appreciation for his music came in. Mm-hmm. Over time, let's just be honest, the motherfucker is just the greatest rapper ever. So, you know, that's just my personal preference, right? Yep. You know, some people say other rappers. It's my personal preference. These days, I speak to him from time to time, but I never talked to him. When's the first time I talked to him? Probably back in 2018 or so. I've thought he was the best rapper for like over 10 years. So.
And did he know you at the time? Did he know that you thought that about him when you first met him or first talked to him?
Yeah, he did. No, he did. He did. So, and he said the dopest thing, which was like a real compliment. I take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Because if you're in media, this would be the equivalent you want to have. He said, because in reality, me and his relationship started with an argument.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm very strong-minded, and like I'm like fucking stubborn, and I'm pretty sure he is too in his own way. And like we kind of got into a disagreement, and instead of me like, oh my god, Drake like DM me, which I wanted to do that, but I was like, nah, fuck that. Hold on, don't be. And we kind of went back and forth, and then we just kind of, so like I was like, I like your music, this and third, and we kind of just had like a common ground and an agreement. And I remember him saying to me, he said something that was really dope, and it definitely stuck with me. He said, yo, Act. He said, I view me and your relationship as LeBron and Skip Bayless. And he's like, one day at my retirement party, I think me and you were gonna have a toast to all of this shit. Whether you said some good shit about me or some bad shit about me.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that was it's still the ultimate compliment. Like I'm like, whoa. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I want to make a parallel about that. That kind of makes me think, when you think about your core audience and your core people, however that may be, I feel like there's a kind of a correlation here, right? Where like he probably knows that you're like one of his biggest listeners and people who actually care about his stuff. And even though you're not a fanboy who will just agree with everything, you still have your mind to yourself. And I think that matters a lot.
I am though. Like obviously there's clips that float around, which I mean, most of these clips there might be a little bit tongue in cheek, but I believe them. Like there's a popular clip that when Kendrick Lamar, who's like a rival to Drake, he was like, yo, he's smoking on. He said he's smoking on your top 5. So I was inquiring what top 5 he's smoking on, because my top 5 only got one person in it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was like, yo, my top 5 really only got Drake in it. You know what I mean? And I don't think you're not even fucking with him. You're not messing with him. Like, it's another level compared to you, brother. You get what I mean? I think that went viral for. I never know what's just gonna.
I mean, do you think that he heard about? Do you think that Kendrick heard about that? I'm just throwing it out there.
I would imagine he did, but I think Kendrick probably thinks I'm a hater. Honestly, or I'm like a. No, I don't think he thinks I'm a hater, because he invited. Well, not he directly, but he invited through his reps me to come to his concert at the Barclays, and I think he probably thinks, yo, this is. It's like in this world, like some people like Messi, some people like Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's just like a Drake guy. Maybe if he, like saw things a little bit more on my side, maybe he'll change his opinion or whatever the case is. But I don't know, man. I'm like Speed when it comes to Ronaldo, man. Like I don't know if it's but also I think I'm right. Like, you listen to Drake?
Yeah, okay. Well, I've been listening to a lot of Drake. I've been like kind of, not too much, but like way more than I used to. And now I almost listen exclusively to Drake. On my mouth, which is kind of crazy. I'm not even making this shit up to just like laser sound like I'm similar. I'm into a crazy, and I actually said that his last 3 albums, and that they were all fantastic. I think people get this idea of, oh, Drake is this, and they have all these boxes already checked in. This is Drake. This is Drake. This is Drake. And whenever he did something that was new or different and had a different feel to it, they're like, oh, this is bad, because all they think about is what Drake is and how much they want that. I don't give a fuck. I trust the creative process, right? And if he does something that's different, or that's not normally what he does, and I like it, well, I like it. I don't give a fuck who does it and what he was before. And I trust the process, that even if I don't like that, I know in the future, if he keeps going with the same process of trying new things, he'll hit the nail on the head again. And I know he will, because he's proven it. He's done it time and time again. Same way as I feel about Kanye, Yes, I agree. Some albums were weaker, so some parts were weaker, but he has the same process creatively, right? He's gonna hit it hard again, and I know he will, and I'll listen, right? That's kind of how I feel. That's how I feel about Drake. And what's up?
You one of us, brother. That's all you gotta know. You one of us. OVO, okay?
Yeah,
Just
OVO.
remember that.
Yep.
OVO. That's all you need to know.
Sick.
You one of us. He's saying all the right things. I like that. See. That's how everybody who has listened to the GOAT feels. Trust me on that one. Okay, that's good. Let's go. I know you have good taste because you like Drake. You know what I mean?
Yep. Seriously, I've been listening to the bro. His last, I think, 3 albums. What was it? CLB, Her Loss,
CLB,
and
honestly, never mind.
Yep. And you know what? I enjoy it a lot. The Honestly Nevermind. I just kind of love that. And you know what? It's kind of like sometimes like you'll get we think about it like a TV show. We get a bunch of episodes, and then you get one that's like a special, right? To me, that's kind of how that felt. It felt like that album was just special. I'm not gonna fight that. I think it's stupid to be like, oh, this is Drake now. Fuck Drake, whatever. I think that's like a very short-sighted mindset. That's not. I kind of had more of an open mind when I listened to it, and I ended up listening to it a crazy amounts. And even my chat, my viewers were like, yo, dude, this song, and they were making fun of me for it. But I enjoyed it. I was
play that, brother. You gotta play that. Hey, listen, yo. You know, Drake just announced his tour. Yo, you gotta hit a date, bro. You gotta go to a date, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the boy. I'm gonna tell him you rock with him. Like, yo, you know what I mean? He definitely copy with some tickets or something, bro.
That would be sick. I'd love that. Even if that would be crazy.
Get Drake on your stream, bro. You're like the biggest streamer on here, bro. Like, you could definitely get Drake on your stream.
Yeah. I mean, Drake was a trend one time. I didn't want to be forceful and fucking just jump in and be with him on the call. I didn't want to do that. But I thought it was cool that he interacted in some way with the Twitch community or somebody on Twitch. It's so close to us, And I feel like Drake is like, even though he's massive, right? I feel like anything he does is really hands on, right? Like he will still like go in there, right, and interact. I think that's really cool. I kind of felt that a little bit about maybe you saw the recent interview with like I think his kid or something like that, right?
Yeah, you did an interview with that was a Barstool interview. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was cool, yo.
Yeah.
I finally found another Drake fan. Like, yo, we rocking now.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I listen. I'm not trying to glaze too hard. I just love the music, and honestly, I like some of his other stuff, like whenever he talks, or like more like normal, like human stuff, which is cool. Sometimes somebody's somebody, and they make music, and there's a distance there. But I think I like kind of like both points. Which what I want to ask you about this. Super coarse question and to the point, right? It's not even hitting at you. Just it's good. Bold. What happened with the you falling asleep to listening to the album when it came out?
Oh man, I kid you not. When I was off that hand that hand rock, boy oh boy. Listen, first of all, people took that clip out of context, and I kid you not. Drake hit me when he dropped Honestly Nevermind.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, act. He said, listen to this one off stream. Which I still listen to it on stream. But here's the thing. Yo, I fell asleep to CLB. I feel so bad about it because people know how much I like Drake, so they try to use it against Drake and if he's not up, listen to it. Here's what happened. I did even now, this is a pretty long stream for me. I don't know how long you stream a day, but this is 7 hours I'm on. In 15 hours. I'm excited a whole day, right?
Yeah.
Drinking all day. I'm celebrating all day. The album comes out. It doesn't come out at midnight. It comes out at 3 a.m. He delays it. Came out at 3 a.m. I listened to it at first. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm like, encore, let's run it again.
Oh no, okay, I didn't know that.
I fell asleep. That's when I fell asleep because now I've heard the songs already once, and I'm kind of like chilling a little bit. You know what I mean? I start laying back. You know what I mean? And I close my eyes and let the vibes hit. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden I'm in the dream world, man. I'm in a disco club. You know what I mean? They don't know with a couple of owls, bro. I'm over here sleeping on the joint. I ain't gonna lie.
That's good. Damn. Now I know about it because I even though I watched this clip like 1,000 times. I'll see a bit of context behind it. I don't know about the whole context. That actually makes sense.
I don't know if it's TikTok or whoever who stitched it together because early in the stream I was like, yo, my top 5 is Drake. And then they go to the part I'm like, yo, brilliant edit. And I always, I'm one of the people who I used to be very like when people would just make funny edits of me and be like, "Yo, like I feel upset about it." Now I'm like, I don't care what it is. I'm like, if that shit's funny, I laugh at myself.
Yeah,
so I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man, it's good that you got there because some people, I'm not kidding, some people never get there. I talk to some top creators that have been making content for 10 years, and they look at that and they look at stuff and they get upset and they can never laugh about it, which I think is such like a miserable state to be in. You know, you want to be able to laugh, like just I don't know, especially when it's about yourself.
yeah, you can tell if there's anything that comes to mind that's been content. Like you can ask me about anything, and I don't think I'll be like, oh my god. I think I'll probably find some humor in it now. You know, you've already been through it. Again, not saying while in those moments or whatever, but you get to realize it's the internet, and if you slip and fall, it probably hurt. And like, say you even like dislocated something, like it hurt in the moment. But for me, I'm the type of guy like, if 2 years later they made that into a funny thing, I'd probably find some humor in it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think would be your actual top three? No, fuck it. If you were to rate like Drake's album or Drake's song, give me like an actual top five of only his discography.
Oh yeah, no, the top five of the discography is pretty easy. So we got to go on. We got to go Take Care. That's big numero uno for me. Then we got to go Nothing Was the Same. Now it's gonna get a little bit tricky after that, right? Because we got a few albums coming up. I actually had a hard. Yo, me and I'm not. Well, I am name dropping, but me and Kevin Durant argued for like he's a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin Durant argued for hours about this shit, because I remember putting Scorpion in the top five, and he was just like, "Nah, Scorpion isn't in it." I think he like said More Life, and I was like, "Nah, brother." Okay, so
yeah,
those are. No, If Your Arena's Too Late is third. So first is Take Care. Second, Nothing Was the Same. If Your Arena's is Too Late, we're putting that as third. We're probably gonna go. I'm going Scorpion. I'm throwing Scorpion in four. And I forgot what my fifth is. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I mean, four is good enough.
Yeah, no, but fifth is gonna be I forgot what it is.
People are saying views. What do you think about that?
Maybe Views was fifth. Yeah, maybe Views was fifth. Yeah. No, I think I had CLB. No, I had CLB. I had CLB 5. I had CLB 5.
I love CLB.
Yeah, I love CLB too.
Yeah, I think it was a you know what? It's one of those things where like I listened to it the first time. I was like, I kind of get it. Then I listened to it the second time, like, oh, okay, cool. And the third time, it was when things kind of really hit, and I'm like, okay, holy shit. And I like that, giving it more depth and re-listens, because that's when things kind of kick in for me. And it didn't take that, but I'm glad I give it like another chance. When you said earlier, you said that he told you to listen to a song off stream. Can you elaborate about that?
So he told me to listen. I guess, you know, he knew it was going to be a different format. He told me to listen to Honestly Nevermind, which was the one you basically equated to like a special, right? Remember, I fell asleep to Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
And we got Honestly Nevermind afterwards. So he hits me and he says, yo, listen to this one off stream. Because he probably knew if you... he knew I got the album, like, you know, with CLB. He knew I just only was fucking tired and I was drinking, right?
Yeah.
But he was saying if this was an album that you may not get on the first listen and you might have to like fucking like, oh, okay, this is different. He's like, listen to this one off stream, because what happens when I listen to albums as they come out, we're in this like really pressured society of you need to give an opinion about what you just heard for the first time.
Yeah.
Now. And you don't get to sit with it. And I think he just knew it was a different format. So he's like, yo, listen to this one off stream, and, you know, you'll probably get to foster and formulate a better idea of what you're going to think about it. Because he said something really dope one time. He said, yo, usually when he drops his album, a lot of people be like, oh, it's mid, whatever. And the same people come back later and be like, yo, this shit was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Because they've now lived with the music, it's now impacted them, and they now see the value in it. because not everything is off the first listen, right?
Yeah, and then on top of that, since people, since you're a fan and you like the music a lot, they'll want you to have an opinion on the first listen now, and if you have a different one later on at second listen, they'll try to paint you as a hypocrite or like, oh dude, oh you were lying, you were glazing, right? When sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you change your mind. Sometimes it takes another listen, and then you were just wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with being wrong or changing your idea about something. That's a very natural human process that people will devalue because they want to get back at you, which I think is kind of stupid. Yeah, it's kind of how I felt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more thing. I don't want to keep you too long. By the way, so whenever you get back, just a couple more things. I want to know more about. Earlier we spoke about when things get real. When you go to like an event that you made and then you interact with your people. It's when things get real, right? When people think about like the grind and making it, right? Who was the first celebrity or the person that you looked up to as an artist or whatever? Who was the first person that whenever you got the chance to meet them or interview them, that you were like, holy fuck, we made it. We're out here. When did that happen? And who was it?
Honestly, it felt a little real. So, I guess it would probably be Charlemagne. I looked up to him as someone that was dominating the radio space, and I wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
And when I started by getting his attention on Twitter, I was just challenging everything he was saying. So I would just always have like maybe a different take or whatever, but it wasn't hate. And people have to know the difference between that. Like you can get someone's opinion, but if you're just flat out hating, they're just not going to take you serious. But if you're like, well, hey, listen, let's think about this angle, right? And I was that guy, right?